Sorry, everyone. I hope you weren't waiting too long.
Demiurge. He's an insanely powerful demon and guardian of the tomb's 7th floor. If Nazarick is ever in crisis, he is set to lead the other NPCs in its defense.
My lord, we the Guardians pledge our fidelity.
The guardian of the 7th floor, Demiurge. I serve and obey.
You need but to ask it of us, and it shall be done!
And the NPCs have begun to move of their own volition.
I'm very pleased that all of you have come.
I fear that our abilities may not meet your expectations. This we vow! This we vow!
No doubt that all of you will fulfill your duties without fail. Now then. Afterwards, we will use illusion magic to hide the open areas we cannot cover. The question I would have each of you answer. Demiurge.
A man who makes wise decisions, then acts upon them efficiently and without any form of hesitation. Also, your enigmatic nature makes it nigh impossible to predict you.
I have heard your thoughts and given you your orders. Go work faithfully in my name.
Lord! When he shows his true power and authority, he's even more glorious than I imagined.
Indeed.
He seemed pleased with our vow of fidelity. I hope that is the case.
He sensed our feelings and acted on them accordingly, just as an absolute ruler should. Of the 41 supreme beings, he stands at the top.
If there's nothing more, I'll return to my duties.
But if Lord Momongo wants me to join him in his bedchamber, then I will need time to prepare.
Is there something wrong, Shaltir?
Disgusting bitch!
If something that incredible doesn't make you wet, you must be rancid, Betty!
Right. Aura, I'll let you deal with the women issues.
Whoa, not so fast! You can't dump this on me!
If it starts to get bloody, I'll intervene. Vitriol aside, I'd be quite interested to see the result of such a union. It would be a great addition to our forces, and it would pave the way for Nazarick's future.
Oh, you.
Every great ruler needs an heir, don't they? Lord Momonga stayed behind until the end. However, one day, he may leave to join the other supreme beings, wherever they went. Therefore, it would be nice if he left an heir we could pledge our loyalty to.
Blasphemy! If we do our jobs, they won't be needed!
Yes, of course. But instead of just serving one lord, we could pledge ourselves to his line.
No, I would be Uncle Kukai!
By the way, Mare, is there a particular reason you're wearing female garments? Perhaps it would be fruitful to try having the males dress in female garments at some point. Later. Cocytus, come back to reality, please.
What a magnificent scene!
Aura, have Albedo and Shaltir finished their little spat?
Official wife.
Yes, that's fascinating. But don't you think we should focus on the task the Master set for us?
Yes, of course. Back to work. Now then, it's time to begin planning.
Why are the 3 demon generals under Demiurge on the 1st floor?
It's you, my lord. But why are you traveling without an armed escort? And wearing such armor?
Well, there is a reason for all of this.
So that's how it is. As expected of a great ruler, your attention to detail is impeccable. However, I can't let you leave here without an escort. If something happened, I couldn't forgive myself.
Then I will allow you and you alone to accompany me.
Thank you for indulging my selfishness, Lord. I will not fail you. I believe this world exists so that you may adorn yourself with its infinite riches, and we Guardians exist to help you do so.
You could be right about that. Perhaps I was sent to this land to obtain those... Instead, I could use them to adorn the Great Tomb, its residents, and my friends of Ironsville Gone.
If you wish it, we will use all the power of Nazarick to obtain it for you, my lord.
Makes me think. The most enjoyable thing now might be taking over the world.
Probably the only player who came to this world from Yggdrasil? My message still didn't reach anyone, but...
Lord Momonga, may I ask what you plan to do?
What do you think I should give him as a reward?
Oh! Lord Momonga! Why are you here?
Hooters and more.
Why are you dressed like that?
If we knew that he was here watching us, we would stop working to praise him. If that happened, then nothing would get done. I'm leader of the Floor Guardians, my lord, but...
Demiurge, I will prepare one for you another time.
I understand, Lord. I only hope that one day I can prove myself worthy of such a treasure.
I'll know before I cause any more distractions. There will be time to fill you in on all that... I have changed my name. From this...
Glory to Lord A.S.O.M will go! All hail!
Everyone in this world will know of your greatness and fear your undying wrath. I was with Lord A.S.O.M the first night we arrived in this world, and he told me this. The stars glitter like jewels. I was sent to this land to obtain those jewels for myself, along with every treasure that shines beneath them. Then, after a moment, I heard him say, the most enjoyable thing now might be taking over the world.
Hear that?
You have your own accommodations. Why are you in Lord A.S.O.M's room? Considering he doesn't require sleep, I doubt that will happen. Fine, just don't overdo it. Is that...
I made it myself. Now I'm working on the socks and clothes for our first child. I need to be...
If the elf twins are any indication, the Supreme Beings have no issue with their servants cross-dressing.
here. Oh, I'll have to
I'm
come up with
always
some new
happy to
designs.
help. The all-powerful ones created us to do their bidding. If anyone fails to meet their expectations, then there's absolutely no purpose for their existence. And they should be terminated at once. Now then, care to tell me what's going on? I was referring to why you let him go without support. Why did you not protest? I couldn't begin to guess the reason behind his decision. But it is obvious that Lord A.S.O.M was lying to us.
It is as you say.
Then why did you allow him to leave without support? Why would you possibly be okay with him doing the same thing now? So you made your decision on emotion instead of logic. Did you forget he is the last of the Supreme Beings that created us? It is our duty to keep him from danger, even if that danger comes from his own actions. But we must do something.
And where do you think you're going?
I'm sure it's obvious. My subordinates and I... I see. Now I understand why you ordered me to meet you here the moment that I arrived. This was your plan from the beginning.
That's correct.
You're a fool! What if Lord A.S.O.M perishes as a result of this folly? Are you prepared to face the consequences of that outcome? Once he is gone, there will be no one left to serve. You can't possibly know that! All right, but if something were to happen to Lord A.S.O.M, I will demand that you step down as leader of the Guardians.
You would have her relinquish a position the Supreme Beings placed her in? That is blasphemy, Demiurge!
Isn't it a little early for that?
It's more like a skill. It doesn't use any MP.
What is his plan? Perhaps he wants to diminish Shaltyr's HP quickly, so... Cocytus! What's happening to him?
Since his equipment focuses mainly on protection from fire, he has no way of guarding himself against it completely.
It does look familiar.
Perfect warrior. The spell Lord A.S.O.M just used. It allowed him to change to the warrior class and use their equipment without penalty. Excuse me? How can you know that? The way I see it, this fight is easily far from being over.
Shaltyr's given up on defense and put everything into offense.
And the bow's range forces her to fight closer.
However, Shaltyr can recover HP if she lands a hit with her pipette lance. Thank you. Now I understand the situation. But since Shaltyr has gone purely offensive, it's no issue. But Lord A.S.O.M cannot cast any magic spells as long as he's a warrior. Isn't he at a severe disadvantage?
I doubt it will be a problem.
Don't worry about it. If that does come to pass, we will be the ones to take care of her. It was hard enough to watch our Supreme Ruler face such danger without his guardians supporting him. I could not bear to see you do it a second time.
Continue to protect me, my guardians. Now, let us begin!
Lord!
I'm sorry, Shaltir. Then please tell me what you remember last.
I hope I didn't cause some kind of trouble for you or Nazarick, Lord Hines.
So you've conveniently forgotten. But your peers still remember your blunder.
You did something unforgivable to Lord Hines. Aren't you ashamed of it? Huh?
I'm beginning to question whether you understand the meaning of your existence as a guardian.
Lord Hines!
Thinking of the consequences. As leader of the Guardians, I recommend scolding her mercilessly.
Shaltir, accept your punishment with humility and grace, okay?
Demiurge, you will explain everything to her once she's had the chance to rest.
Lord, by the way, Sebas failed to return to Nazarick as ordered.
Question, Master. You left a big scar on the forest. Would you like me to repair the damage for you?
There's no need for that.
Huh?
I want to take immediate steps to strengthen Nazarick. The Holy Kingdom lies to the southwest of Riestes, and in the wilderness next to that...
Isn't that where you sent Demiurge, my lord?
Yes, he's conducting experiments in parchment production.
It has been far too long, Assistant Butler.
Lord Demiurge.
Is Lord Hines in there by chance? It's too bad. Isn't it strange, Eclair? Now that he's gone, Nazarick's ninth floor is safe in your more than capable flippers, eh?
Correct!
Right you are. Keep at it, little guy. After all, Yoshimochi did design you to act that way. How exactly are you planning on achieving that goal?
After I'm done with the restroom, it's safe to eat off both the floor and the toilet!
Truly outstanding.
Message. Demiurge.
Hello, my friend. I see. Still, that doesn't explain why you reached out to me.
I need advice.
Think about it. Why did Lord Hines raise an army of such low-level servants for you? It's possible that this was a test. Perhaps he wished for you to think for yourself. Additionally, Nazarick and Lord Hines were never mentioned, and you were forbidden from joining in the battle yourself. Which would mean... I'm sorry, Kokaitis. Something urgent has come up that I must attend to. I wish you victory.
It's a pleasure to meet Halloween.
We have yet to identify Shaltir's powerful assailant. I doubt we have seen the Next up, Demiurge.
Lord, you are too generous, Lord. It is expected of me, just as it is for all of your humble servants.
I've inspected the sheepskin parchment you provided. Can I count on a stable supply of it?
Yes, that will not be a problem, Lord.
What is the name of the beasts you've been harvesting?
Their name? Would Abelion sheep suffice? The skin is similar, as is their role in your conquest.
Please, Lord.
I am intrigued. I see no reason to insist on using them for that purpose.
In that case,
Lord Hines.
Speak, Demiurge.
Lord, instead of zombies, what if we used the lizard men in a governability experiment? We could use the lizard men to that end, work out the kinks, and find a means other than fear to govern with for when the time comes. Thank you very much.
We will then accept Demiurge's proposal.
Lord.
I am impressed.
I appreciate the praise, Lord, but I'm sure you were already aware of my proposal before I even thought of it. You were simply waiting for Kokaitis, yes?
You must carefully consider them before you act.
We will. Demiurge, you have my gratitude.
Please, there's no need for that, Kokaitis. For you see, this is probably the outcome Lord Hines wanted all along.
Huh? I should have known that was the case! But did Lord Hines assume that Kokaitis would lose from the get-go?
Not so much lose, perhaps, He may have been hoping Kokaitis would probe the lizardmen's strength and ask for reinforcements rather than blindly follow his orders.
Once, truly, no one was more deserving of the throne!
Our newly formed tribe will...
Demiurge, please teach these lower life forms the proper posture to adopt before our master.
Prostrate yourselves. Do not resist. You are permitted to gaze upon the Great One.
Einzel Gon. Thus, you have 4 hours. I suggest... Fear not, I simply did not want to dirty myself with your mud.
I bid you farewell.
You are now free to move.
Do try to enjoy your last few hours, okay?
What is that?
Plain though it may be, it seemed only right to prepare a throne. We assembled the best parts of various animals. Griffins, wyverns, and the like.
That's not what I... Never mind. I promised you punishment, didn't I? This is the perfect time to administer it. Your humiliation.
Brilliant, my lord. I'm in awe.
Will go to waste for now.
It could never compare to this, lord. A guardian at your throne? Truly such a seat is worthy of the Supreme One, for it could be claimed by no other. This...
Lord Ainz. I am refreshed and ready to serve.
Shaltir, is this too... All right, down to business. Do you think we effectively scared the hell out of them?
We were so awesome it almost scared me!
It's quite possible.
Tell them if they ask where babies come from! Turned out, Demiurge, he would explain it clinically. Solid choice.
You fought admirably today. Lift your heads, Guardians, and hear my words. The rule over the Lizardmen villages is assigned to Kokaitis.
Of course, my lord.
No, not exactly. Clines do nothing. If you're looking for Albedo, she's off.
My lord, she's off?
Something I put together for the male floor Guardians. I had hoped to include Sebas, but he's occupied with Tuari today. I'll invite him next time.
What is it?
An information circular.
Well, being naked is his normal state of being.
Come now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me sound like some sort of pervert.
You know, Aura, you don't have to be so crass about it.
My deepest apologies, Lord Ainz. The overseer of the Guardians. How dare she speak in such a manner? I'll tell her to stop at once.
No! Well, I mean, Albedo already has enough stress. This is her time to cut loose and relax.
Of course, understood.
Whoa, Ray, what are you doing?
I assume this is one of Lucifer's pranks, but we must rush to their aid all the same.
Lord!
This seems to be a menu, my lord.
I wanted to ask your opinion.
Well, if Lord Ainz is deigning to offer humans a meal, I believe they should eat anything and everything that is served, without complaint. However, I suspect that opinion isn't what you... If there's to be a child present, I would steer clear of a dish like foie gras. Also, I would suggest something a bit lighter and more refreshing.
That is helpful. Thank you.
I am unworthy of your praise. Lord Ainz, if I may be so bold as to ask, do you plan to invite guests to the holy place?
Is there a problem with that?
Your will is all, my lord. I live to obey.
It seems she's passed the first test.
Also, she has requested permission to enter battle.
I'm sure I don't need to explain my presence to you, Sebas. Correct? Where's your handkerchief? Here, I'll lend you mine.
On your...
No, control spells are unnecessary. It's a sign of respect for her bravery. Enough. Everyone makes mistakes, including me. Step away, Sebas. In that case, I take it as undeniable proof that Sebas' loyalty is genuine. This pleases me to no end. Now, let's move on to the next topic.
Right.
Greater teleportation!
I suppose. Do what you must, Sebas. Is something wrong? Your face is flushed red. There's no need for titles with me.
Good, you're all here.
Yes, Lord, I am satisfied. Loyalty, and it's greatly appreciated.
I have oversights as well. Now, you wish to discuss how to deal with that human woman.
Killing her would guarantee our safety, my lord. Understood, Lord. But, Lord, are we certain this stray human can prepare food work? I, for one, believe something as common as steamed potatoes has no place in the tomb. In that case, I would like her to help with the cooking at my stockyard.
We are in the presence of Lord Hines.
Pardon us, Lord. We were careless.
My servants, I have decided.
Lord.
At the same time, Sebas will step down from his role as leader of the Pleiades. Do you have any objections to my decision?
Not in the least, Supreme One. Lord Hines, so I would like to take this opportunity to procure a small amount of grain. Forgive my curiosity, but did you spare the girl because you know her? I'd like to make a request if you'll indulge me. After reading over Sebas's findings, there is one place I would like to see. Could I impose on you, Lord? I plan to, Lord.
I will have to offer my gratitude to Lord Hines.
Yes, command of this operation will fall to me. Then I hope you're not under any mistaken impressions. We've assembled to cull 8 fingers from existence. Now that that's clear, there's no need for such a plan. I've already attained information on 7 of their bases. Sorry, Sebas, but you do not need to know. The success of our plan relies on compartmentalizing certain components. What I'm about to tell you is a matter of great importance, Intima. Killing this person is strictly forbidden. Understood, Shaltir. What is it, Shadow Demon? Excellent. It appears we now have one more 8 Fingers base to attack tonight. Mare, you and Intima will focus on the new location. Use this mission to show Lord Hines your unwavering devotion and love. See that you provide results that will wipe the slate clean of any mistakes, understood? Sorry, but you'll have to stand down. Now then, Phase 2 of Plan Gehenna. It's a tad complex, so do pay attention. I would appreciate it if you stopped there, ladies. Are you all right? Shall we get started? It would grieve me to part so soon after meeting, so I'll block all teleportation. Dimensional lock. Hellfire wall. My deepest condolences. I didn't think that level of flame would kill them. I assumed they were at least as strong as you. Why would you team up with them? Aspect of the devil. Demon arm. Aspect of the devil. Razor sharp claws.
Evening. So which one of you will be my foe?
Before we begin, may I have your name, warrior? You may call me Yaldabaoth. Apparently, an item with the power to summon and subjugate my kind has found its way in. I'll have to resist, but I'm sure you knew that. Aspect of the devil. Tentacle wings! Bravo! I'm honestly shocked you could keep her alive. It's not often I feel the need to praise my opponent. Well done. I must find the item by any means necessary. A circle of hellfire will soon cover a section of the city. Afterlife. Farewell. You are strong indeed.
Let's get to it, Demon!
There's no one who can listen in on our conversation, my lord. But first, allow me to thank you for indulging me, my lord. Overall, there are 4 merits to the series of plans I have devised. I think this may be the first time I've bested you in a contest of wits, Lord. You are too modest. I'm flattered. Right. The first one is that we're claiming all the materials within the surrounding storehouses. Secondly, this incident allows us to cover our attack on Eight Fingers, as you instructed us to do. See for yourself. The magic within is called Armageddon Evil. My creator, Lord Ulbert, also crafted this item. Lord, I couldn't possibly use such a personal treasure. Such an honor. I'm most grateful. The Great Ones created us. It is only right we are loyal, and that we continuously demonstrate it until we meet our end. Nonetheless, for to once again address me, a servant with such charity, I can only repay you by humbly offering an even deeper devotion to your will. Yaldabaoth has attacked the Eight Fingers bases looking for this item. This item will be found in the warehouse that serves as Eight Fingers' base of operations. We have captured all the humans that were trapped within the Wall of the Flame. I think they can be put to all kinds of uses.
Regardless of their age or gender.
How benevolent, my lord. It shall be as you wish. Yes, lord. When everything is said and done, all the city's woes will be laid at Yaldabaoth's feet. All you have to do is drive me out of the city, and there should be no problem, lord. I will do everything in my power to serve you as your foil, and I promise to put on one hell of a show in the process. I am pleased that you're pleased. Now, I'll take this seriously. Aspect of the devil, Hellfire Mantle. How else indeed? You wanted a true fire to test you, right? What's that? It's much like that spear you used earlier. Burst! You truly are a strong warrior. I have a proposal for you. I will withdraw now. Shall we call this the end of our battle? This woman seems clueless. I can't fathom why you would bring someone so unintelligent, Mr. Moan. I'll give you a clue. I have my demon horde standing by to assault the entire capital. Now then, we will leave as agreed. We were unable to retrieve the item, but there's always next time, Moman.
Raise your heads. You all fulfilled your role splendidly during our greatest strategist. I would hear your opinions.
Lord.
If anyone else has an opinion, you may raise your hand to speak.
As you wish. As you've likely heard, thanks to the efforts of Mare's group, as a result, Nazarick now has complete control of the Riestes underworld. This brings us closer to Ain's ultimate goal, which you all know is world domination. Or I should hope you know if you're not a fool. I remember every last word you relayed to me. You said taking over the world might be enjoyable. I'm pleased to hear it. None other, my lord.
Remarkable memory pleases me.
Your praise is too much. I must agree, my lord.
In our conquest.
I humbly suggest we announce Nazarick to the public. Since the ones who controlled Shalltear are still moving behind the scenes, I fear that staying in the shadows any further will only encumber us.
Proposal.
There is merit in controlling the kingdom from the shadows and striking fear into the hearts of their leaders.
That's not a pleasant prospect, frankly, save for one individual. There are other concerns as well. For example, being tied to one kingdom limits our movements. Therefore, Lord Ainz, I propose that the Great Tomb of Nazarick enter the stage of the world as an independent nation. It appears this came as a surprise, but I assure you Lord Ainz has been thinking of doing this for a long time. In the end, I fear my intellect's rather trifling compared to your own. Though merely observing your actions made it crystal clear, anyone could have reached the same conclusion.
Actions.
I am pleased to hear it. None other, my lord. Your accomplishments in Karn Village come to mind. At the risk of sounding sarcastic, you did subjugate the village personally, my lord. There's no way it wouldn't go well. Helpless humans, our lord could have eradicated with ease.
You see, Lord Ainz considered that village a sort of testing ground.
That he doesn't already have.
Pardon, Lord. I cannot abide this blasphemy. These humans stand here as if they're your equals. I must correct this. Prostrate yourselves!
Enough, Demiurge.
You're free to stand.
It was not my intention to insult you. Please forgive me. I shall.
Jerknev will suffice.
I demand silence! And for my part, I'll send Demiurge to you. Demiurge is one of my most trusted aides. I'm sure he can resolve any issue that might arise.
Let's make it so.
I'll not have the name of Ainz old Gone sullied so.
Do all of you truly believe that the thinking behind the Supreme One's plan is that simple? Huh?
Huh?
Oh, goodness. Lord Ainz, I think it would be beneficial to tell Shaltir and the others your true intentions. It's amazing to think how long you've been planning. I finally see why you created Momon. It's brilliant. Your political acumen knows no bounds.
Really? What does Momon have to do with it?
Demiurge, I permit you to explain my plan as I believe you understand it.
Yes, my lord. Yes, that's how he'll think. We can proceed with confidence that this is the Emperor's plan. Men of some intelligence, like himself, are often easier to read. Lord Ainz's gaze is always set to the distant future. The Golden Princess may have been of assistance there. She surpassed my expectations. I like her.
If that's the case, I'd like to meet her myself someday.
I think you'll get the opportunity soon. Now then, in accordance with the plan that you set into motion, the stage is now set for our country to rise and dominate this world. I think this leaves us with one final matter to be decided at present. A mere king would be no different from any of the other worms we're about to conquer. I humbly suggest that we come up with a more befitting title. Personally, I believe we should call him the Wise King, in honor of his sound judgment.
What are your thoughts, Cocytus?
Yes, a fine suggestion, Cocytus.
The subjugation of Irantel went smoothly, I trust?
Everything is proceeding according to Lord Ainz's plan.
I suppose it's merely their instinct to survive, but the weak do tend to follow the strong. Either way, it was only possible because of Momon. Our supreme leader was certainly thinking ahead.
Yes, though I don't lament my comparably meager intellect. Rather, I am pleased to devote it to him with every fiber of my being, for he is the ruler of life and death alike.
You may raise your heads. Your efforts have done me a great honor.
My lord, my sorcerer king, we are unworthy of such praise.
Great and mighty sorcerer king, we sincerely congratulate you for the stride you've made in taking this city.
No matter my title, Ainz will suffice. Nosric shall hide in the shadows no longer.
May I please speak with Lord Ainz? Well now, that just won't do. I wanted to get authorization to enter the final stages of our project concerning the theocracy. Suppose I'll have to keep myself busy. I'll be on the 7th level prepping other work until his return.
If you're truly in a hurry, you can always send a message to the Lord.
It's really not that urgent. Forget it. I would like him to praise me for the work I've done is all. It's rather trivial to contact him for this. So, where's Lord Ainz gone off to?
To the Dwarven Kingdom.
That's surprising. What business could he possibly have in a remote place like that? It's true every decision he makes is weaved into a tapestry of schemes. I may never see the entire picture. Even so, we are his loyal servants. We must strive to understand as best we can, so we're ready to meet his need.
But he brings you up sometimes. Not in a positive context, though.
Why am I only hearing this now?
Was there a method discussed to make the Empire a vassal state of the kingdom?
It was considered, but that would have required Lord Ainz's personal involvement, which I could not ask for as a servant. Not to mention the plan itself would have taken over a month's time.
Take a look.
It can't be. But how?
I was in the kingdom at the time, so I don't know the details. This all came about after Lord Ainz visited the Empire of his own accord. Don't you have something to say? Lord Ainz has ordered us to handle the specifics of the Empire's request.
Are you sure? You said he had doubts about me.
Perhaps, but this shows that he still trusts you. I believe he made the first move because he thought that you were being too reserved. Read between the lines.
So it's my methods, not me. In order to meet his expectations, I'll further improve my performance.
My apologies for making you come all this way to see me, Demiurge.
It was no trouble at all.
I've taken a look at your latest report on the Roble Holy Kingdom.
I'm honored, my lord. And let me say, I am in awe of your genius. Why, in no time, you got both the Empire and these dwarves eating out of the palm of your hand. I only wish I was worthy of such praise. I wonder how many steps ahead do you see, Lord Ainz?
10,000.
You see that far ahead?
No, it was a joke.
In that case, some of your strategies take on a whole new meaning. For starters, you've been using the undead for physical labor more and more. As time goes on, the whole world becomes dependent on them. It's almost frightful. Yes, of course. Say no more, my lord. I shall keep your words in my heart. Your vision of the future is mine as well. I completely understand, Lord Ainz.
Pandora's actor. But I'd like to hear your impression of this Riku Arganea, since you interacted with him directly.
May I interject?
What is it?
But we still don't have enough information. Some of his powers are still a bit of a mystery to me. We can assume it was created using a world item. It likely functions the same as the world item I gave to Aura. Depiction of nature and society.
Yes, even for...
These are far too different from one another. As things stand, we cannot say for certain that his skills are the work of a world. We must know everything possible about our opponent.
Yes, sir!
Without exception, all of their stories end with their deaths.
I need to close the curtain on this tale personally.
It's such a trivial matter, my lord. Oh, is that why? Well, fair enough then.
It's good that you understand.
Sorcerer King! You must show reverence toward Lord Ainz. Prostrate yourself!
Wait, I've seen you before. You may release him.
Sir, you are free to move.
I shall grant you a final honor. Though I am a king and you are but a commoner, I will allow you to fight me. I will claim that sword as a prize. What will happen? You will die in short order. Inequality exists from the moment of birth.
Will you kill Princess Renair after you kill me?
Or rather, I suspect that no answer at all will do the job quite nicely. Fascinating. I may have to experiment with that. Grasp thought. You did well.